G'day out there in video land. Day 5, here we are. Day 5 of 10 of poor leaders. So on day 5, what we're going to talk about today is poor leaders don't lead by example. And this is a really, really simple one. It's about leaders who say this: do as I do. Sorry, do as I say, not as I do. Can you believe that there are still leaders out there that say that? Do as I say, not as I do. And it's a really distressing thing to hear for a coach or for a team member. See, the human species is a weird thing. We actually learn by looking. We learn by seeing. Your team members are actually looking at you for an example of what is expected and what is accepted. So what that means is there's a behavior expectation in our organizations, and that usually lines up with the values in the business, which is great, as it should be. And then there's a behavior level that's accepted, and it's something that we sort of, let's say it's lower ground. Anything below that from an integrity perspective, or from a treatment of other people perspective, or from a personal standard perspective, your leader might say something if your behavior drops below a standard that's acceptable, which is right, and as they should. The challenge is when the leader behavior gets outside what's expected and under what's accepted. And not only that, leaders actually walk past or don't. They have these expectations or what's accepted, and then when there's things outside it, not only the leader might be acting outside those, but they won't have the fierce conversation or the robust conversation with a team member when they're outside those behavior standards and value expectations of the business. So leaders that don't lead by example are just so detrimental to a business, because they say one thing and then they do another. When they say one thing and do another, it's called being incongruent, which means your belief system, or what you're saying and what you're doing, don't line up. Incongruent leaders, their teams go, but hey, it's okay for you and it's not okay for us. WTF. And that's, if they don't say it, they're thinking it. And it's the quickest way to lose teams. And it's the quickest way as a leader to lose integrity and to lose your credibility, to lose the trust of your team. That's a massive one, day 5. It seems so simple. Some of these tips seem so simple. They're huge. Oh, that's day 5. Poor leaders don't lead by example. Day 5 of 10. We're halfway through this. Speak soon. And it's a Sunday morning too. We're about to go out to breakfast. Speak soon.